What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are getting 2 Marvel Strike Force videos in one day. That's right, I just dropped a video with Valley Flying talking about the top characters we would like to see come to Marvel Strike Force, and right as I posted that video, this popped up on my feed. So we're getting 2 videos today, lots of stuff to talk about with Marvel Strike Force. With this forum post, or website post, not a forum post, with this post from the developers, we have a kit for Negasonic Teenage Warhead. We have news on Mr. Sinister becoming farmable, though that's going to be a little controversial. There is news on our next couple of blitz, and there's also going to be some offers concerning the Spider-Verse character, so a lot of stuff to talk about with that. But let's start with this kit for Negasonic Teenage Warhead. She is one of the new X-Force characters coming. We already know the kit for Domino. We know that Cable and Deadpool are getting reworks, and we know that X-23 and Negasonic are going to be the 2 other characters that fill out this roster, and that Negasonic is going to be a milestone character, probably just like Captain Marvel or something. So be ready to spend that gold and that energy, possibly. Who knows how it will all work out, but we know that she will be coming through these milestones. Now, she is very much a offensive kind of character. She's got a lot of war offense synergies in here. She is a Hero Global Mutant Blaster with the X-Force tag. Her basic attack is called Energy Blast and attacks the primary target for damage. Nothing special about that, just attacking the primary target. Her special is called Particle Charge, as a 3 of 5 energy cost. Attack the primary and adjacent targets for damage, and then clear all positive effects from each target. I have a feeling that this is going to be T4 more than likely, so this is probably going to be a worthwhile T4 to get. Probably going to clear 3 effects from each character without the T4. We'll have to see how it works, but I do expect that clearing all positive effects to be the T4 for this. We'll see. Her ultimate ability is called Warhead and has a 6 of 6 energy cost. Can use this right away. Attacks all enemies for damage and applies heal block for 2 turns. On war offense, clear defense up on all targets. Now, the one team that I can think of right away for this is going to be Mercenaries. We'll take a look at the Mercenaries here with Taskmaster. With him, he can give all mercenary allies on his team with war defense. He can give him speed bar for self, all mercenary allies at the start of the match. Though Domino is supposed to be able to clear that, but also Mercenaries, they can give defense up to their whole team with Mercenary Riot Guard. His Rampart ability can give himself defense up to 3 most injured allies. You can upgrade this for 3 turns. So I'm guessing this is where that defense up is going to be, though any room that you go into, really, if certain rooms can give you buffs and everything, so it's kind of situational. Though I have a feeling that this is going to be a direct counter to Mercenaries with Taskmaster and everything. I think that is what we're going to be seeing with this. Domino kind of started that already. She looked like she was gonna be a good counter to reduce the speed bar at the start of the match, because that's what Taskmaster can do. I believe Strife with Marauders can do the same thing. So any team that gains speed bar at the start of the match, Domino is able to counter them. And I have a feeling that X-Force is going to be a solid counter that can easily punch down with Mercenaries. We'll see, though. Scopely or Foxnex did say that we'd be able to defeat the gods of war defense with the X-Force squad. We'll see if they live up to the hype on that. But moving back to this, so can clear defense up. That is only for war offense, so do keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to use this for blitz or other places to clear defense up. And then her passive, called Ticking Time Bomb. This really has a lot of shades of rescue with it. On spawn, bury yourself for % of this character's max health. On enemy turn, bury yourself for % of this character's max health and fill her speed bar. And if this character has barrier, gain armor. That looks like rescue turned to 11. Let's take a look at rescue one more time here. I'm jumping back and forth, but rescue on spawn, she can give power armor allies barrier. That's one of her big things. That's kind of what helps them, kind of stay alive a little bit, because they're very fragile. So she can, on spawn, barrier power armor allies for 500 plus 5% of this character's max health. You can upgrade this to 10%, I believe, as well with her T4. And then she can also give them barrier if they fall below 50% max health. So it's kind of like rescue in this regard, able to give them the barrier, but then also getting that speed bar at the beginning of at the enemy turn. That is not something exclusive to war offense. That is for any mode. So you can use this in blitz, you can use it in other places where anytime an enemy moves, she can barrier herself for that kind of percentage. I'm gonna be interested to see how this works. Does she have a global tag? I have to look at this. She does have a global tag, but I mean, I'm kind of wondering if this could be useful in raids, maybe Dark Dimension. I don't want to go crazy and say it's gonna be useful in Dark Dimension, but when you're fighting teams of like 10 enemies, which you will do in raids, you will fight a lot of enemies in Dark Dimension as well. This could be something that is important for that. And if she has barrier, she gains armor. So she gains armor and barrier at the start of each enemy's turn. That's a pretty big deal. Now, I don't know if barrier can be blocked with the disrupted debuff. I don't think that can get blocked. Someone tell me if that can. But yeah, I mean, barrier plus armor at the start of an enemy's turn, that's a big deal. That's a very strong kind of defensive mechanic for this character. So I'm a big fan of that. But also her spawn and barrier herself, you know, that's really, I mean, this is she's gonna be kind of tanky. So we'll see how that goes. But then on war offense, on spawn, fill speed bar per X-Force ally, gain damage, and X-Force allies gain damage. So yeah, I mean, it looks like she's gonna go pretty quickly. And actually, if I pull up Domino, I think I remember something. Yeah, so on spawn for Domino on war offense, she reduces the speed bar for enemies and she applies offense up to all X-Force allies. So you're gonna get offense up on your X-Force allies with Domino here. You also get the bonus crit damage, you gain dodge chance, there's evade and everything, and Domino also fills her own speed bar too. So you have Domino and Negasonic who are gonna go pretty quickly at the start of a match. You have the offense up and the bonus damage that is getting thrown onto your X-Force characters. It looks like this is going to be a very fast, very hard-hitting team out of the gate. I mean, you have this ultimate that you can use right away that can apply heal block to the enemy team and clear defense up. That's a big deal. I am curious to see if it's going to clear the defense up before applying the damage. I don't know how the game mechanics work over here with Marvel Strike Force with that kind of stuff, but this looks pretty cool. I definitely like what they're going for here, and I like that they're also kind of limiting this a little bit with war offense. I mean, I know people aren't the biggest fan of that, but you also don't want to have these overpowered teams that are just going to wreck everywhere. I mean, can you imagine fighting this team outside of war offense with, you know, the boost to the speed bar and the damage right out of the gate? If they didn't have those limits on for war offense, that could be a big issue to fight this team. So I'm glad to see them kind of limit that behind war offense, but I still think this team is going to be very powerful outside of war offense too. Again, we still have to see how X23 and her kit does and see if this really is going to make this a super strong team. Now, moving on from that, upcoming blitzes, we know our next two blitzes are going to be Punisher with his Violent Vigilante blitz, and then we're gonna have Ironheart with her Tech Prodigy blitz. So we knew Ironheart was coming back. Ironheart so far looks like a great addition to your power armor squad. I'm actually using them to clear 8.3 in blitz now, which is great. I couldn't do that before with my power armor, but I'm doing that now. Loving power armor. I have to do a video on her later on. So if you haven't started working on your Ironheart and you're not thinking about fighting in this blitz for Ironheart, definitely recommend you guys change your mind on that. She's great for the power armor squad. And Punisher, if you don't have Punisher yet, I mean, only your newer players aren't going to have Punisher. So this one, I don't think the Punisher blitz is going to be that is going to have very high scores. Then our War Store edition, this is going to be controversial. Mr. Sinister is moving to the War Store. We just got Sif in the War Store a month or two ago, and people were already very unhappy with that because War Store currency is extremely hard to come by. At least for me, I'm at gold 1 or gold 2 with my alliance, and we get about 4,000 war currency, maybe 5,000 based on how we perform. So that disappears pretty quickly, and you get those 3 times a week, and you have to get a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of unique T14 items in there. You still have to farm up Sif. That's the only place you can get Sif. Nobu's in there, but you can farm them from other nodes. I'm trying to think who else is in there. Carnage is in there. Symbiote Squad's pretty powerful. Now we're gonna have Mr. Sinister in here. We're already stretched on the War Store currency. I have a feeling this is not going to go over too well with the community. Maybe things have improved. I don't think they have, but I have a feeling that people are not going to be very happy with getting another character already thrown into the war store. Though if you are wondering about Mr. Sinister, he does seem to be worth it. I don't have him personally, but I see a lot of people hype him up. I know Mobile Gamer loves him, and it looks like your Marauders are a very strong defensive team as well for war. So that is just something to keep in mind. But yeah, we'll see how the community reacts to this addition to the war store. And then they're also extending the energy claim to 3 hours until the end of June. So a little more time. You don't have to log in within 2 hours to get your energy. Now you have 3 hours. So that's nice to see at least. It will be nice to just get that permanent. If Foxnet, if you could just do that as a permanent change, that would be fantastic. And then we get to our web of offers. Looks like we are getting a bunch of things here that look like it's kind of based around the Spider-Verse, but I'm very interested in the superior gear parts. This is something I think I'll have to wait and see how this goes. There's red core bundles. There's red star draft offers. So we'll have these orbs that are guaranteed to give you a certain amount of red stars for different characters. Usually those aren't worth it unless you don't have any red stars on your Spider-Verse characters. Gold orb bundles, mega orbs, energy bundles, and premium orbs. I have a feeling that these are all probably going to be overpriced. We'll see, but I am going to be keeping my eye on that superior gear parts because T14 is a pain in the butt to get, and hopefully they don't overcharge us for those. But I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of people buy those superior gear parts offers as long as they're reasonable. Power core bundles, you know, it kind of depends on how many power cores they give, and maybe we'll also probably see some people buying this gold orb bundle because gold's hard to come by. So we'll see how that goes. And then Captain Marvel milestone, we are having that go on right now. That kind of really love this because easy to get Captain Marvel because you only get that from the milestone event and also milestone orbs, and she and Colston do not drop very often from those. So it's nice to get this milestone event where we can get her plus a lot of gear, a lot of T4s and orange piece catalysts as well. So I'm really loving that milestone event. And then bonus events. So we have some double drops coming here soon. Phoenix event is coming back Monday, I believe, and we also have Relic Hunt next week as well. So it looks like we'll be getting double drops for these characters here. And so if you do need to farm up these characters, that will be the time to do it. Remember to save your energy for this, and also don't sim the nodes until the event goes live because that's at server reset time. So don't farm these early in the morning. Wait for the event to drop for the double drops and then farm away on these characters, and then hand characters as well. We will be getting some double drops for them as well for Relic Hunt. But yeah, that's pretty much summing it up. Let me know, what do you guys think about this Negasonic Teenage Warhead kit? Are you a fan of it? I'm excited to see how it does. I'm very excited with this X-Force team. I'm really looking like it's going to be a powerful offensive team for Alliance War. We'll see how things go with that. Let me know down below, what do you guys think? If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.